Keep your masks on. For most of us, clearly, you don't have to take your mask off to speak into a mic. So please be as safe as you can possibly manage. First of all, we want to really thank the Crown for making this event possible. Great thanks to Jay and Patty and Ben and everybody else that was involved, because this is really the only place we could have done this. As we proceed through the evening, we'd ask that there'll be just one presenter on the stage at a time. When, every time we have an award, there are two recipients. So when the two people come up, please social distance from each other and take your time, all the time you want at the mic. Because there are about only 2/3 of the number of productions eligible this year that we ordinarily would have, it is going to be a shorter evening. Presenters, remember, you won't be introduced, you just come on up. And when you come up and you get an award, the eggs are on this side, on this table. When you receive an award, just come up and pick up one of them. We don't want a whole lot of people passing things from hand to hand. In terms of a number of the awards, like for the outstanding citywide productions, are rewarded with plaques. The presenter will show you where the plaque is that you can pick up when you receive your award for that production. We would ask for the outstanding ensembles that one person come up on behalf of the ensemble. If you are someone who's receiving an award on someone else's behalf, just come on up and thank us on their behalf. So I'm sure it is wonderful to be with everyone. I'm sure we're going to have a wonderful evening together. Our first presenter is going to be, and I have always thought of her as dazzling, but she's particularly dazzling. Campbell.
And before we get started tonight, I just want to point out the beautiful t-shirts that many of the Mary Jane Teall Committee has on tonight with the flamingo.
Ooh!
And those are designed by Troy Gilford. So at this time, it's been a mystery for those of you that don't know about the flamingos, which I can't imagine you not knowing. The flamingos started showing up in people's yards after the lockdown, and it was a real treat. All of them had special names, and you're supposed to make an article of clothing and then pass it on to another theater person, and you can choose what theater person. So these flamingos have been making the rounds, and we've all had a great time trying to guess who the person behind them is. So at this time, we'd like that person to come forward. We're not going on until you at one point. Thank you for making the theater.
Mystery solved. Mystery.
I was going to have to turn this theater around if someone didn't come forward. We will begin the awards by celebrating excellence in this season's reviews. Supporting male in a review. These four men got to sing, dance, be funny, and then be nominated for Outstanding Supporting Male in a Review. They are Steve Hitchcock as George Hamilton in Dr. Jekyll and Prissy High, J.R. Hurst as Captain Crunch in Saving Private Ryan. John Keckheisen as Pyromaniac in Jack Frost Nipping at Your Hose. John Keckheisen as Steve, Siren, Carl, Ed in Saving Private Ryan. And Monty Wheeler as Mr. Poole in Dr. Jekyll and Chrissy Hyde. And the honorees are John Keckheisen as Steve, Siren, Carl, Ed in Saving Private Ryan, and Monty Wheeler in Mr. Poole.
Skinny legend, though.
I don't know what it says that I'm being recognized for emotionally scarring the populace with my siren character. I'm still having nightmares about it. I don't know how you all sleep at night, but thank you to Brandon and Monty, everybody at Mosley Street. You really have created a place that feels like a second home to me. To my cast, Steve, JR, Tara, May, Briley, you guys are my family. Anna, our stage manager, you are rocking, I love it. This really wouldn't be possible without the amazing characters created by Molly Tully and Ryan Schaefer. You guys are absolute. I don't know when the next caller is going to show up, but I hope to be there for it. So thank you very much.
I can't wait to open this when I get home and see what's in it. I can tell you this, I don't know, with a group like Kyle Vespestead, Maddie White, Shannon McMillan, Stevie Hitchcock Jr., and Scott Noah, how you could not have the most wonderful time on a stage. I really want to thank everyone at Mosley. It's such a special place, and we are so grateful for any attention we get. Thank you!
The next honorees will be for supporting female in a review. Being a supporting character may not be much fun unless you get to steal the show, like these 5 nominees for supporting female in a review. Jessica Curtis as Hermione in Harry Swatter and the Terrible Girls of No Very Bad Day. Julia Faust as Ashley Soot in Jack Frost Dipping at Your Nose. Shannon McMillan as Ashley Soot in Jack Frost Nipping at Your Hose. I said nose last time. Hose. Briley Meek as Luna Lovegood in Harry Swatter and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Briley Meek as Big Bush Saving Private Ryan. I had to say Big Bush. Megan Parsley as Olivia French in Saving Private Ryan. And the honorees are Jessica Curtis as No Good, Very Bad Day, and Briley Meek as Linda Lovegood.
Hey, thank you. Mosley's really cool. It allows you to do things that you probably wouldn't get the chance to do elsewhere. Like knock elderly men out of their chairs. Thank you for making me a palace. This was a lot of fun to do. Any show that I get to do with anybody at Mosley, they're always such a supportive group, and everybody has a lot of fun, and it's just a magnanimous, creative event every single time. So I love being a part of it, and thank you, Ryan and Molly, for letting me letting me be a part of it. So, thank you.
The 6 men nominated for the Teall Master Country Western Music, Christmas Carols, Pirate Adventures, and a Split Personality. They are John Bates in A Very Special Crown Christmas, Matthew Hale in Hoedown at the Crown, Steve Hitchcock as Ryan Seaman in Sadie's Private Ride. Oh, I got to say Seaman. Go down at the Crown. Scott Miller as Prissy Hyde in Dr. Jekyll and Prissy Hyde. Ryan Schaefer in A Very Special Crown Christmas. Kyle Vespenstead in Harry Swatter and The Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. And the honorees are Scott Noah as Prissy Hyde in Dr. Jekyll. Kyle Vespenstead in Harry Swatter.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Molly and Ryan, for writing the show. It was wonderful. It was always fun. Thank you for everyone in the show. Monty and Brandon, everyone at Moses Street. I was going to wear what Riley had on tonight, but I didn't because that would have been embarrassing. For her. So, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Thank you guys. I wasn't expecting this at all. It was so much fun going back to Mosley Street after so long. And Monty and Brandon really made me feel really welcome, as did the cast. And it was really a stretch for me to finally play a character that was a woman in a wig. Strange teeth. So, thank you. Bye.
Our next presenter is Lynn Williams. We wanted to point out that at the back of the theater on this side behind the glass tier are 2 tables set up with photographs. And those are from Joyce Cavarosi's estate. Her son Chris wanted to leave them behind so that if anybody wants any of those, they may take them home. So please, before you leave tonight, go through the table and see if you don't want to take home a memory of Joyce.
This has got to be the best community of people in this whole state right here. Right. They're going to let me present the lead female in the review. The 6 women nominated for the lead female in review were memorable in their displays of their performing talents. And they are Sarah Ballou for Hoedown at the Crown. Tara Clary as Christine Columbus Delilah in Saving Pirate Ryan. Julia Faust for Hoedown at the Crown. Riley Meek as various characters is Jack Frost nipping at your hose. Jenny Mitchell, A Very Special Crown Christmas. Jenny Mitchell again for Hoedown at the Crown. Maddie White as Harry Swatter. And Harry Swatter at the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. And the nominees are Jenny Mitchell for A Very Special Crown Christmas. And Maddie White.
for this honor. You know, Christmas is such a fun time of year to sing and perform for people because they're usually happy to be here. They summer drug here by their Christmas parties. But anyway, it's a lovely time to work, and I had such a great time with this amazing cast. And Jay Basham, I just want to say that yes, Oh Holy Night continues to work, and people still want to hear it.
Thank you guys so much. I just want to say a huge thank you to Molly and Ryan for writing this hilarious script. You guys are such a good team. I never really knew what my dream role was until I found myself playing a young British boy singing Mariah Carey. Thank you everyone at Mosley. I love that theater. I love working there. And I'm just so lucky. And guys, this cast was amazing. And as you can obviously see, Brian Meek, an example of acting excellence. And speaking of acting excellence, John Peck, I say you deserve an MGT for every single role you played. 11 to be exact. And Jessica, yeah, okay. And Kyle, you're fine too. And Sam, you are also okay. Thank you guys so much. I'm done talking. Thank you. Bye.
Next, we have the Citywide Review. 6 musicals reviews were produced during this very unique season, and all are nominated for Outstanding Citywide Review. They are Dr. Jekyll and Chrissy Hyde, Harry Squatter and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, Hoedown at the Crown, Is Jack Frost Nipping at Your Hose, or Is Christmas at the Firehouse? Saving Pirate Ryan, and a very special Crown Christmas. And the nominees are Dr. Jekyll and Chrissy Hyde, Harry Squatter and the Terrible.
Yes.
I told you to come up here with me. You're all right. I'll accept on behalf of Dr. Jekyll and Chrissy Hyde. And this was a really special one, I think, for a lot of us because this one happened right when the world shut down. And we got to come back and do it again for another week. And I think for all of us, it was really cathartic to come back into something that we felt was really special and a lot of fun. And I think we just had such a fun group of people, and Brandon and Monty has provided such a safe space for us to work in before all this and after. So thank you so much.
Mosley and the Harry Squatter and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. I can't say it, and I wrote it. Thank you guys very, very much. This was a ton of fun to write and to direct with Ryan. We're very lucky to get Mosley to produce these shows for us. We're very grateful to be there. We had a killer cast. Couldn't ask for anything better. You guys were amazing. And anytime I can have a woman play a man, you know I'm in. So,
we honor at least a couple of individuals with the Mary Jane Teall Hall of Fame recognition. This goes to someone who's made a really significant contribution to the Wichita Area Theater for at least 25 years. Many of you never had the opportunity to work with Mary Jane Teall, but she was a bastion of quality. She was really just led the vanguard of what we are as a theater community now. And so it's very right that we recognize people that are carrying on that great tradition. And the person who's going to come and talk about our first of the 2 recipients this year of the Hall of Fame recognition is Scott Noah.
to share with all of you. So originally from Riverton, Kansas, Christy came to Wichita in 1989 after graduating from Emporia State University with a degree in theater performance and directing. She has performed in hundreds of shows, both in and out of Wichita since. Here at the Crown, she played everything from a hooker to a nun. In real life, she just played a hooker. No, that's not good. At Cabaret, she turned playing Janis Joplin to a career in and of itself for three decades, including her one-woman show, Sweet Southern Comfort and Rock and Roll, which she still tours. Well, not today due to COVID. Christy has performed at the Crown, Cabaret, Mosley Street Melodrama, Music Theater Wichita, Lyric Theater in Oklahoma City, and many other regional theaters, blah, blah, blah. Then it was off to New York, where she joined the national Broadway tour of The Wizard of Oz with Mickey Rooney. While in New York, she also performed off-Broadway and in the NYC Fringe Festival. Christy has won 17 MJT Awards for acting and directing. She came back to Wichita to become an owner-producer of Cabaret Old Town, where she produced 40 shows, many of which she directed. Since leaving Cabaret, Christy has spent time developing 3 bands and has been writing, directing, and performing at Prairie Pines Playhouse. She's currently playing the role of Frau Bucher in Young Frankenstein. I was waiting for a horseman. Young Frankenstein at Roxy's. Now, this is her thank you that she prepared. Thank you so much for choosing me as a recipient of the MJT Hall of Fame, and I'm sorry that I can't be there with you tonight. It doesn't seem possible that I came to Wichita 31 years ago. It's nice to think of accomplishments, but what this really means is that I have been lucky enough to have many years with many great people. And I've had some great moments in Wichita theater, like meeting Sean Michael Morris, not knowing him, seeing me in Days at Sea at ESU would change my life. Getting the call from Ted Morris and finding out that you can actually make money doing theater. Jumping around the stage at 6 women with brain death while 9 months pregnant with Michael. He's 26 now, by the way. Chatting with Christine about the possibility of becoming the new owner of Cabaret, one of the best decisions I ever made. Writing shows with Kyle, I'd have to hear it. Just reading. And being filled with pride, looking over at him when we would put it up in front of the people. Walking through the New York City blackout, then the Heart to Hearts, and the last with Monty while we were creating our version of Cabaret Old Town. Singing the Heart medley with Angie. 10 years, 16 years really, with the Cabaret Old Town Band. And all, I swear I didn't write this, and all the years with Scott, folding drops at Strike, hours at Toto's, late nights playing rummy, and all that goes with a 31-year friendship. And now receiving this award on the same night you give it to him, that's pretty damn cool. Through it all, I had the unwavering support of my amazing family, which means a lot, especially when they expect you to go into teaching or work at the post office. Too many moments to name them all. I look forward to many more. It's been a great ride. Thanks for the memories, and thank you all for so many great years, and especially thank you for this great honor tonight. Love, Christy.
Next, we will be honoring the season's designers. This year's outstanding props included objects found at haunted houses, cocktail parties, radio stations, and an emerald city. Their nominated designers are Dora Arbuckle for Hocus Pocus, Louise Brinegar for The Humans, Jessica Fisher for Rumors, Stormy Maynard for The Radio Adventures of Trixie Trueheart, Girl Aviator, Taylor Poling for The Wiz,
Stewart for Memphis, Kathy Woodward and Mark D. Anderson for the Rocky Horror Show. And the honorees are Stormy Maynard for the radio adventures of Trixie Trueheart, Girl Aviator, and Kathy Woodward and Mark D. Anderson for the Rocky Horror Show.
Hello, my name is Stormy Maynard. And I'm at rehearsal this evening for my new show called White Noise. And I got to read it before anybody else got to read it. And it was before reading it. It's actually really, really good. We'll see. Stormy says this thing.
Kathy really deserves all the accolades for this, since she did all the props. I made some set pieces that people held in their hands, which I come to find out are called props. So, which makes this the 7th different category I've been honored with one of these, and I want to thank everybody for giving me so many opportunities to do so many different things around here. And so for that, thank you very much, everybody.
Okay, so the sound designs nominated range from mixing singers' voices over a rock ensemble to a soundscape performed live by the actors on stage. They are Jesse Balzer and Adam Akers for A Christmas Carol, John Hammer for Becoming Dr. Ruth, Randy Harrison for Next to Normal, Randy Harrison for The Rocky Horror Show, Anna Roselle for Saving Pirate Ryan, Dan Schuster and Jerry Wary for Pericles, and Mark Schuster for Groomers. And the honorees are Randy Harrison, Next to Normal, and Mark Schuster for Groomers.
I guess I'm a little taller than her. This show was an amazing show. I knew nothing about Next to Normal before Phil asked me to be a part of it. And I hummed that music for weeks. But fantastic cast, and they were actually wonderful. Thank you very much.
I'd like to start off by thanking Steve Miato for giving me this chance. The amazing cast and crew of Groomers. You guys were all amazing. Also, my fellow nominees in this category. I am truly honored to receive this, and you guys are all amazing. Thank you. Also, thanks to the committee and all of you for supporting live theater. I love you guys.
The nominees for Outstanding Lighting Design brought 4 musicals and a new American play to vivid theatrical life. They are Tony Applegate for The Humans, Tony Applegate for Next to Normal, Dan Harmon for A Christmas Carol, James Leggett for Desperate Measures, and Scott Olney for The Rocky Horror Show. And the honorees are Tony Applegate for Next to Normal, and Scott Olney for
Hello. We're sorry we're so loud next to you.
Hi everyone. It's good to see you all again. I feel like it's been a while for a lot of you, so it's really awesome to see you guys. Tony, good to see you again. A huge thank you. This show was so much fun, and it was even more fun because this was the first chance I got to work here in this beautiful space last year. And so a huge thank you to Jay and Patty for letting me work here in this awesome space, and a huge thank you to Deb, amazing directing on the show. And thank you to my beautiful, lovely wife, Anna, for just being supportive in every way and not being concerned when I stay out super late working on shows like this all the time. So thanks again, everyone.
Give me the opportunity to continue working on this. Sorry, I missed the Velvet memo and the Beatles memo. But it's an honor to once again be nominated and awarded Mary Teall for my lighting design. It's been a pleasure to work with everyone that I've had a chance to work with. Next Normal was a lot of fun, difficult show at times. Not because of me, I can't say that. But it was a lot of fun. It's always a pleasure to work with everyone I get a chance to. And it's great to see everyone out in what we are considering now our next normal.
I'll be presenting the next couple of awards, so listen up. The work of the 5 nominated costume designers first were both creative and visually fanciful. Those nominees are going to be Dora Arbuckle for Hocus Pocus, Deb Campbell for The Rocky Horror Show, Kathy Page Howland for A Christmas Carol, Charlotte Sanderson for The Wiz, and Monty Wheeler for Dr. Jekyll and Prissy Hyde. The honorees are Dora Arbuckle for Hocus Pocus and Charlotte Sanderson for The Wiz. And I will be accepting and taking home both of their awards on their
Yeah.
Just kidding. Well, congratulations, ladies. On to Best Scenic Design. The scenic design work from the 5 musicals and 2 reviews nominated are as follows. Mark D. Anderson for The Rocky Horror Show. Dora Arbuckle for Tick Tick Boom. John Hammer for The Wiz. Dan Johnson and Monty Wheeler for Saving Pirate Ryan. Ben Yunke for Desperate Measures. Ben Yunke for Memphis. And Monty Wheeler for Harry Squatter and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. And the winners are Ben Yunke for Memphis. And Monty Wheeler for Harry Squatter and the Terrible.
I'm not being Yankee, but I will accept this award on his behalf. Ben is a great guy. He takes critiques and edits like a breeze. He designs all of our sets. We appreciate him, and he always takes that extra edge and step to make the Forum Theater's productions that extra thing. So thank you so much, Ben, for that. And thank you.
You know, actually, I have to thank someone very special for the Scenic Design Award, and that is my dear friend who's like family to me, Dan Johnson. Actually, he's been the co-designer of practically every set since we purchased Mosley. And there's so many wonderful things about working with him that, but the greatest thing is neither one of us will allow ourselves to be limited in our creativity by a small space. The only small spaces are in the mind. So while this is for Harry Squatter, have on our team. People like my friend Dan Johnson. Thank you all.
The glasses don't fog up. Nestled in Walnut Valley, Southwestern College is home to the 100-year-old campus Players. Chartered in 1919, membership into this honorary dramatic society recognizes students for their talents, dedication, leadership, and vision in the theater arts. For nearly 33 years, the department has been faithfully led by theater educators Roger and Allison Moon. Roger and Allison, both graduates of Southwestern, came back to Winfield to help revive the Horse Feathers and Applesauce Summer Dinner Theater troupe in the summer of 1987, and during the fall of '88, joined the faculty of the college. Outside the academic stage, both Roger and Allison have been able to work with current and past students and colleagues in community and regional theater productions. Roger has appeared in productions at Wichita Community Theater and Signature Theater, respectively, and both have led workshops at the Kansas Thespians Conference, impacting the lives of young student actors across the state. In Rogers and Hammerstein's classic, The King and I, teacher Anna exclaims, "When you become a teacher, from your pupils you will be taught." Roger and Allison have touched the lives of so many countless numbers of students who have gone on to teach theater and to encourage and inspire other young lives. And how fitting tonight that we should hear from some of Roger and Allison's past students. Wichita stage technician Scott Lee shared that Roger and Allison inspired me to grow both as an artist and a technician in theater. They have a devotion to keeping tradition alive at Southwestern while encouraging growth and exploration among their students. The Moons had a significant impact on my college experience, and I'm grateful for the opportunities I had while being their student. Mosley stage manager Anna Roselle said, "Roger and Allison have two different and complementary styles of artistic passion and intellectual design. I'll never forget the passion Allison had when she would talk about a production, often bringing the class to tears with emotion and connections that she made to every show, reminding us that it was more than lines, blocking, and scenery. Whereas Roger sat me down for hours dissecting our shows through the terms of Plato's Poetics, itemizing plot details and character motivations between Shakespeare and Sindel. Both styles helped form me to the artist that I am today." Deborah Dove Badley shared that Southwestern College Theater was family to her and gratefully treasured her experience while there. Local artist Julia Faust said, "Roger and Allison encouraged their students to strive for absolute and complete respect for the artistry of what it takes to bring a production to life. There wasn't a lead actor on stage who hadn't picked up a paintbrush, hemmed a skirt, or headed the technical department to make that show happen. My time at Southwestern under the Moons provided me a deep passion for behind-the-scenes work, and that is entirely because of the emphasis of theatrical collaboration that Roger and Allison projected." Denise Williams says, "I remember that on graduation day, I crossed the stage, shook all the hands, took the pictures, and I stepped down the stairs and had an epiphany when I saw Roger standing there. I said, oh my God, I just got a degree in theater and I'm going to flip burgers for the rest of my life." Roger, in his unflappable way, just chuckled, hugged me, and said, "No, you won't." As usual, Roger was right. She said, "I've worked pretty crappy jobs, and I've yet to flip a burger." Hutchinson High School drama teacher Toby Hinline says, "The Moons have devoted their life to educating students through theater. It is through their guidance that I learned the value of theater education, and I continue to use what they taught me to this very day. They work tirelessly and inspire so many." Jeremy and Missy Blanchard said, "In our minds, Roger and Allison were more than just teachers. They were mentors, artists, and surrogate parents.
above all else, they cared about us. Personally, I wasn't fortunate to have Roger and Allison as my theater professors in college, but I have been blessed to work with them on a handful of different shows that have been directed by both, and was witness to what these former students said. On a side note, I will never forgive Allison for putting me in a corset to play Gaston on Beauty and the Beast. She said, "Can you breathe?" I said, "No." She said, "Good, let's go rehearse." But she gave me some really kick-ass boots to wear. Brave and I treasure their sweet friendship, and we are so blessed to have them in our lives. So on behalf of the Mary Jane Teall Committee, allow me to introduce to you the 2020 Ruth McCormick Educator of the Year, Roger and Allison Lee.
Thank you so very much. Roger and I want to start by saying how honored and humbled we are by this award, and to thank the Mary Jane Teall Board for this evening. It means so very, very much to us. Thank you. So, one of the things that we have learned as educators is that to be an educator, you have to be a lifelong learner. And one of the things that we have discovered is that for individuals that you work with in theater, you see that individual blossom, and you see a community grow together, just as we are experiencing here tonight.
It is so exciting to do theater and to have the chance to do that for a lifetime. We all know the people who have impacted all of our lives and made them possible because of the way they taught us. I'd put two categories here. First of all, those people who left their communities and went somewhere else, got an education, and then made a commitment to take individuals in that community and lift them up and push them out. People like Mary Jane Teall coming from Nebraska to Wichita. The people who are within a community and go out and then sometimes they're not quite sure why, they move forward to come back and to make a commitment to make sure that through the good times and the hard times, they lift up the individuals and create a community to create theater in those places. And there's so many of you of both of those communities here tonight.
I really want to take a moment to thank all of the students that we have had the privilege to work with over the years, and that I continue to have the privilege to work with. I learned and I continue to learn so much from you. For the individuals in the Wichita area, individuals that I have the privilege to work with in Worst Feathers and Applesauce Summertime Theater. Individuals that we've had the opportunity to work with when we have traveled here, whether it's Kansas Thespians or it's the Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival. It is always an extraordinary, it's always been and continues to be an extraordinary experience. And we thank you for all that you have taught us.
We think about, we know all of us are thinking about our teachers, and to be included in that category is incredible. We'd like to thank those people like our first teachers, our parents. For us, it was both of us, our mothers, who saw there's something that you're doing that we're not quite sure why, but we see the spark and we think you should do it, and we lifted you up, and we'll help educate your fathers to support you as you go ahead and do that. But we'd like to thank those teachers, from elementary teachers to special teachers, dance teachers, to the people that have lifted us up and taken us forward through middle school and high school and university and college to help us drive forward. But it is by our students will be taught, and how much for us the joy of so many years, 30 at Southwestern, and I think it's 50 since I graduated from college, and by our students, how they inspire us and challenge us and teach us, push us, forgive us when they're not our best days, when we're not living up to be able to do everything we can do, and then kick our butts to do it again and create a community together. For all of that, and for being part of this greater community in Wichita, and all of the wonderful talent we see here in this area, and the community that you create here. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Doug Goen, and I'm still famous in my head. I'm new to this. It's my first time. It's been okay, we are now going to honor the season's plays. The 6 nominated actors for supporting figure in a play performed a grandmother and her 2 granddaughters, 2 guests at a disastrous party, and a reliable best friend. They are Jessica Curtis as Bridget Blake, the Humans, Lydia Horowitz as Cassie Cooper, Rumors, Terry Ingram as Momo Blake, the Humans, Julie Longhofer as Claire Gans, Rumors, Carol Mobley as Grace Liddell, Fireflies, and Molly Tully as Amy Blake, The Humans. The honorees are Terry Ingram as Momo Blake, The Humans, and Molly Tully as The Humans.
I always thought I wanted to be a radio DJ, and now I'm talking as Molly. I realize that's never gonna happen. Shaking. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for Paula for casting me. Thanks for the cast and crew. I love this show more than I can possibly say. I really love it. I am so proud that Guild's produced it. I always want to do new works and bring new perspectives to the stage in the city of Wichita. So it was an honor to get to do it. And being on stage with these killer people, Jessica and Quinn, people I've always wanted to work with, and people who I've loved to work with and got to work with again. It was wonderful and amazing, and I'm so thankful. Thank you guys very much.
First, I have to thank Paula and Janine for believing I could do this when I wasn't so sure. To Jordan and all the crew and the designers for all of their help, and then, of course, my fellow humans. Their love and support on stage and off made this one of the most memorable experiences of my theatrical life. Thank you. The actors nominated for supporting male in a play John Curtis Butler in Christmas Bells. Larry Hartley as Glenn Cooper in Rumors. Leo Larson as Joey Jojo in Almighty God. Viviana Laverne in Christmas Bells. And Gwen Warren as Richard Sad in The Humans. The honorees are Danny Campbell as John Curtis Butler in Christmas Bells, and Gwen Warren as Richard Sad in The Humans.
Congrats, Dan!
Hi, I'm not Danny Campbell, but I will be accepting the award for him, and he wrote a little speech he wanted me to read. Thanks to the people at Community Theater, and especially the great cast and crew of Christmas Bells. A special thank you to Mary Tush Green for a costume that made my job easy, and an extra special thanks to my director and buddy, Mark Schuster. Thanks to Jordan Snow, and happy 100th birthday, Mom.
I know I'm better looking than Quinn, but I'm not Quinn. Quinn's not here, so I'm accepting on his behalf. He was just such a joy to work with. It's the second time that I was, well, third time I got to be on stage with him. He's sorry he's not here, but he did an amazing job as the straight guy for the entire play. He was our anchor, and I'm sure that he's thrilled to receive this award.
Lastly, I would like to thank the Academy. Okay, please. The 6 characters played by the 5 actors nominated for Outstanding Lead Female in a Play are a panel on women's issues. They are Sharon Berry as Hercules. Campbell as Dr. Ruth becoming Dr. Ruth. Michelle Irene Jensen as Eleanor Bannister in Fireflies. Michelle Irene Jensen as Deidre Blake in The Humans. Rachel Muirhead as Pepper in The Radio Adventures of Trixie Trueheart, Girl Aviator. And Vonda Schuster as Chris Gorman in Rumors. And the honorees are Deb Campbell as Dr. Ruth. And Vonda Schuster as Chris.
I want to thank you so much. This show meant the world to me. Who knew that a short, fat, white old woman could have a one-woman show? And I would just want to thank Roxy's and Rick for looking beyond the normal shows that they do and finding a wonderful jewel for me to perform. I'd also like to thank Charlotte Sanderson, my good buddy who was my costumer. She's wonderful. The crew at Roxy's, especially Kirsten, who kept me sane. Rich for my support, always. Maddie for being my body man during that show. And Max for turning on my mic. And especially Marty Lee, who watched our rehearsals more times than I could remember, and my fabulous, fabulous director, David Stone. I want to accept this award on behalf of Dr. Ruth Westheimer. She was not in a cage down at the border, but at age 10, she did go from a loving home where she was an only child, mother, father, grandmother, doting on her, to living in a foreign country and being around people who were told that they were needed to touch her. She turned that into a lifetime of teaching people how to be more human. And I just want to accept this and remind you all, no matter how you do it, please vote.
Vonda can't be here tonight because she is in tech rehearsal for White Noise at Keachai Playhouse, which opens on Friday. Vonda is cast as a crazy cat lady, which, if you know us, that's absolutely not typecasting. But she's having a great time. But I know she wants to thank Steve Miato and the amazing cast and crew of Groomers for the wonderful jobs. Thank you.
So, I'm Trudy. My first one, wow, that was great. My first award was lead male in a play. 3 of this year's lead male in a play nominees faced Christmas crises. One endured Thanksgiving drama, one was trying to save a restaurant, and the other trying to save his career. They are Rick Baumgartner as various characters in the Christmas tune, John Dalton White as Beverly, Christmas Bells, Stephen E. Dunn as Eric Blake, The Humans, Delma Eby as Maestro, Living on Love, Tom Fry as various characters in Christmas Tune, and Joe Parrish as Bob in Almighty God. And the honorees are John Dalton White as Beverly, as Eric Blake in The Humans.
Wow. This is the first. Christmas Buzz was a lot of fun. Mark Schuster, thank you very much for letting me have a good time and for allowing me to be drugged all over the stage floor by my Lily. That was a lot of fun. Thank you to the cast and crew. We had a great time last Christmas. Honey, thank you.
Teall committee and to those who voted. So thank you very much. But I'm especially grateful for the cast and crew that I worked with. Such an amazing group of people. If you know the actors who were in The Humans, you know that they raised the bar pretty high, and they did. And it was just a fabulous experience. So thank you so much for the opportunity to play somebody who was close to my heart. His experiences as a dad and making mistakes in life. And there's a little song that the group sings, and I sing it to myself every once in a while, just to remind myself that it's important to just lay down your fears and raise your glass. And so I hope we all can do that. Lay down our fears and raise our glasses and keep doing what we're doing. So thank you very much.
Next up is Citywide Play, a one-woman show, a late-life romance, a working-class family drama, a high-seas adventure, and a crazy cocktail party. The nominees for Citywide Play are Becoming Dr. Ruth, Fireflies, The Humans, Pericles, and Rumors. And the honored plays are Becoming Dr. Ruth and Rumors.
my first opportunity to be on stage for the Mary Jane Teall Awards. I'm one of the few, Phil, JR, who actually worked with Mary Jane, and it's a real honor. It's a terrific opportunity to direct and work with Ritz, Roxy's, and the Ritz, wherever they are. And I congratulate Roxy's for taking a chance on this play. It was a terrific opportunity. It's a great little script. And the message, as Deb illustrated, is so strong. And please vote. Thank you.
Didn't expect this. But I'm the only person so far with a cheat sheet because I'm a terrible human being and I will forget something. So, first of all, I need to thank my lovely wife, Dana, who was supposed to be in the show and was stabbed in the back by her gallbladder and had to be replaced. So, my wonderful cast, Vonda very much deserved her award. Dwayne, Dan, Julie L. OJ, original Julie, Levi Burton, who I don't believe is here this evening, deserved to be in the show. He's a lot better than that hack they replaced you with. Julie Williams, new Julie, Lydia, Larry, Chris, and Taylor. Thank you very much for making this show so easy to direct. And of course, Madison, my stage manager, Jane, my assistant stage manager, both of whom took a turn at being the voice in the basement. Joseph, Mark, Miranda, thank you very much for, and see, I even have a list, I still forgot somebody. And Jessica. Thank you very much, and thank you to the committee, and thank you to the community for supporting us.
These 6 choreographers are nominated for bringing outstanding movement to the musical productions. Avian Spattles, The Wiz, Gabriel Pena, Edgy, The Rocky Horror Show, Gigi Gans, Memphis, Steve Hitchcock, Is Jack Frost Nipping at Your Hose, Jenny Mitchell, Hocus Pocus, and Kyle Vesperstead, Dr. Jekyll and Chrissy Hyde. And the honorees are Avian Spattles, The Wiz, and Gigi Gans for Memphis.
Wow, I didn't really expect this. First, thank Kathy and Aaron at the Forum. What a great show and what a huge show to take on. And obviously, thank my dance captain, Timothy Portwood. It wouldn't have become the show, it wouldn't have been without him and the assistants and the incredible cast. The cast was amazing. Lucas here, Angie, Aaron, all the other, Michael, everybody in that show was just outstanding and wonderful. And thank you to everybody for that. Thanks.
Next we have music director. 4 musical directors are nominated for 6 contemporary musicals. They are Andrew Bowers, Hocus Pocus. Andrew Bowers, Tick Tick Boom. Angelica McRae-Ruffett, Desperate Measures. Paul Graves, The Rocky Horror Show. Paul Graves, Next to Normal. And Suzanne Haynes, Blood Brothers. And the honorees are Andrew Bowers, Tick Tick Boom, and Paul Graves, Next to Normal.
8:06. It's past my bedtime. It's so good to see people. Can I just say that? I feel like I've not seen people in 9 months. And wear pants. I haven't really worn pants in 9 months. That's a little awkward. Anyway, first I want to thank the cast of Next to Normal. That was such a hard show, but a fun show to do. It's fun to play. It's fun to have the band. I want to thank Phil for bringing me in, and for anybody that brings me in, and just for the opportunities that I've had since I moved here to Kansas. So thank you so much.
I know what you're all thinking. This is the 2020 Ravenclaw Road. I'd like to thank the committee. Congratulations to all the nominees and anyone who is bold enough to set foot on the stage or contributions to more now. To Ryan, Max, and Carter. I am so incredibly proud of all of you. I get to be incredibly spoiled to rock out with you on numerous occasions across numerous venues. And I watched some of you grow for well over half a decade. And Ryan, I'm so proud of how you've developed into the rock god that you are now. Thank you for always stimulating my brain with all the questions that you ask. You make me a better director just by being around you. To all my brothers in the Sky Pit, Crown Jewels, or the other people that make beeps and squeaks, you guys all suck, and I love you very much. Be kind to one another, support the scene, keep honing your craft. There's light in the future, and we will all be there to meet it. So thank you very much.
Seven excellent casts are nominated for their outstanding ensemble. They are Hocus Pocus, The Humans, Next to Normal, Pericles, The Radio Adventures of Trixie Trueheart, Girl Aviator, The Rocky Horror Show, and Rumors. And the honored ensembles are Next to Normal and Rumors.
First of all, I didn't have to go to the bathroom until I got up here. So there was a debate as to who would come accept the ensemble. We thought Diane, the mother, but she's crazy and she sees dead people and she doesn't know it. And then we thought, well, maybe our son, Gabriel, but he is dead, so that wouldn't work out either. And then we thought maybe our daughter, what's her name? What's her name? Oh, Natalie, that's right. But she's invisible to us. And we all know that that her boyfriend, Henry, was a stoner, and that Dr. Madden, he's a rock star, so we couldn't trust either one of those. So we're stuck with Dan, who hasn't seen a normal day in years. From a very grateful past, thank you. Well, I made a list because I feel like I've done this before. Listen, this was an awesome show. The cast all said that I should accept the award. This is for everybody. I don't know why they chose me. I like the sound of my own voice, so I'm okay with that. Listen, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. This goes just like the last one. This goes for everybody, not just me. I couldn't have done this without you, obviously. Thank you.
Four of the directors nominated this year tackled musicals, one a recent play scripted like a musical score, and one a memory play. The nominees for the Richard Wells Walker Outstanding Director Award are Rick Baumgartner, Tick Tick Boom, Deb Campbell, The Rocky Horror Show, Catherine Page Hoffman, Memphis, Joe Parrish, Blood Brothers, Janine Sanders Russell, The Humans, Phil Sperry, next to normal, and David Stone, becoming Dr. Ruth. And the honorees are Joe Parrish, Blood Brothers, and Phil Sperry, next to normal.
I honestly was very surprised by this, and but I so much need to thank the brilliant work that Paul Graves did with this. And just what a wonderful, wonderful cast. This show demands so much vulnerability and so much honesty, and what a wonderful group of people to work with. So thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Jane Tanner, and Joe asked me to pick this up for him just in case this happened. I have to tell you, because he wasn't able to be here tonight, Blood Brothers was like a work of passion for him. It was one of his favorite shows he'd ever done, and it turned out to be just an amazing experience for those of you who didn't get a chance to see it. And so, anyhow, I'd like to thank you on Joe's behalf, and you'll be very surprised and pleased.
Every year, I swear to God, don't bleed mine. Okay. Yes, I am going to need a step stool. It's ridiculous. Anywho, before I get started, I have to say how lovely it is to see people and not behind a video screen for once. God, I have missed theater people. Anyway, I have the good fortune to be here tonight to introduce our 2020 Volunteer of the Year Award honoree, Karen Holtman. All right, I'm gonna start getting to you. This is from Jenny Mitchell. I first met Karen in 2007, now 13 years ago. I became part of something amazing that spring and met her talented son, Carter. And if you've met Carter, you know what a force of nature that young man is. And marveled at his love for the Chiefs and his absolutely fabulously rapping skills. Another feat of nature. But much like most of those parents that first year, Karen attended every rehearsal, was incredibly supportive, always had a smile on her face, and was so happy to be there each and every time. Fast forward to 2018. I bought a house and had to move, and Karen came running to help for the last big push. Karen Holtman literally got down on her hands and knees and scrubbed my kitchen floor, laundry room, and bathroom, and the entire time had that same contagious smile. As I recall, she also went to McDonald's to pick up cheeseburgers for everyone who was there helping that day. Karen, you sew, you promote, you clean, and most importantly, you love. You always go above and beyond to help others, and I am truly grateful. You read stories for Moxie, sew for Signature Theater, tirelessly support Laughing Feet, and I'm sure you've had in your hand in the cookie jar and other organizations that I know nothing about. I know you say it's because you like to keep busy, but I know better. You are a kind, compassionate, and a giving person who wants to make the world a better place. Carter still talks my ear off about his love for the Chiefs and how proud he is to be an uncle, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I am so proud to call you my friend. Thank you for all you do for Laughing Feet and the theater and special needs communities. My life is so much better with you in it. From the fabulous herself, Deb Campbell from Signature.
She's been backstage everything assistant for the last 3 years. From front of house assistants, the same 3 years. Guildhall players, props crew, Lost and Yonkers. And from honoree John Hall, right? I can tell you how she got her name as Queen Karen. It was during Tech Week of Oliver, and she was busy helping Deb with costumes. I had lost a button on my vest, so I ran down to the costume area, and Karen quickly fixed it, and I commented she was a queen. As Coquette and I were working on the program, we listed her as Queen Karen, and that title has stuck ever since, and is thoroughly appropriate. Between her smile, her contagious positive attitude, and her kindness to all, Karen is indeed a queen among many. So, on behalf of the Mary Jane Teall Committee, it is my honor to present the Mary Jane Teall Award, Volunteer of the Year Award to Her Royal Highness, Queen Karen Holt.
That's a hard act to follow. I'm going to take this off so my glasses don't fog. Oh, wait a minute, I'm wearing my contacts. We'll now celebrate the season's musicals. This season's actor is nominated for Outstanding Supporting Male in Musical Play roles that tended toward the villainous side of their stories. They are Robert C. Barnes as Del Rey in Memphis, Ted Dvorak as Sheriff Martin Reed in Desperate Measures, Ryan Schaefer as Gabe in Next to Normal, Andrew David Walker as Dr. Fine, Dr. Madden in Next to Normal. Excuse me on this one. Ray Wills as Governor Von Richter Heckenberg in Desperate Measures, and Max Wilson as Riff Raff in The Rocky Horror. And the honorees are Ryan Schaefer as David in Next to Normal.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Schaefer. Matt and I are legally obligated to say that these clothes came from Deb Campbell Haberdashery and Crown Clothier, and you can rent them at any price. Maybe it's $2. That's all I can do. $1. Sorry. Okay, so everyone that I've talked to about Next to Normal, especially the people who have played the mother, Diane, talk about how important this show is and how affected you are and impacted you are by that show. And so it was really really was an honor to haunt Deanne's dreams every night. It's been speaking of dreams, it's been a dream role of mine for a long time, and it's a really important show about mental health and how we need to take care of ourselves, especially now when shit's real weird. So, it also has such great music, and Paul did such a good job with that, so thank you very much, Paul. For Phil, thank you so much for the wonderful direction.
just like the recording. It was very strange listening to her sing every night. And everybody in that show, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Max Wilson.
Just like those stupid flamingos, I am so glad we have this award show to bring us all together because I think that is an incredibly important thing in our community. So let me really quick just challenge you all to go see shows at theaters that you do not usually go to. I have seen so many incredible shows that deserve way more recognition than half the people in this room give to them. And I think we're all very, very passionate about what we do, and that's wonderful. But let's support everyone. So please go out and see some shows. Please go vote, and thank you for this award. Come see me do it again in a couple of weeks.
Next, we're going to celebrate supporting female in music. The 5 nominees for supporting female in musical include 3 from fantasy, 1 from ill repute, and a troubled teenager. They are Carla Burns as Evelyn in The Winds, Chelsea Moore Erisman as Bella Rose in Desperate Measures, Enjoy Fountain as Ada Pearl in The Winds, Shannon McMillan as Magenta in Megan Tyner as Natalie in Next to Normal. And the honorees are Carla Burns as Evelyn in The Winds, and Maggie Tyner as Natalie in Next to Normal.
Maggie's watching right now. Streaming.
Great job, Maggie!
Hold on, I have what she wants me to say. So she said, oh no, I don't really want to say anything in particular. Probably just something about being humbled and honored. And it should feel thank you. So there you go.
Next, we're going to do lead male in musical. 7 gifted men are nominated for outstanding lead male in a musical, and they are Michael Carricker as Huey Calhoun in Memphis, Lucas Lowry as Scarecrow in Wiz, Sean Michael Morris as Ebenezer Scrooge, A Christmas Carol, Gilbert Pierce as Dan in Next to Normal, Ryan Schaefer as John in Tick Tick Boom, John Lloyd Stafford III as Eddie in Blood Brothers, and Max Wilson as Johnny Love in Desperate Measures. And the honorees are Ryan Schaefer as John and John Lloyd Stafford III as
Who is this guy?
John, I'm tired of going first.
Hello. Wow, this is a really huge honor. I do want to say thank you to Joe Parrish. I know he's not here tonight, but I mean, as it's already been alluded, he really was really passionate about this show, and he really wanted it to be the best that it could be. And you know, it was just a really magical experience portraying this role on stage every night. So thank you so much to Joe, and thank you to really the entire cast. Just as a small thing, I also just want to say thank you to the Wichita theater community. I moved here about 5 years ago, and I was just a boy that had a theater major from Oregon State University. You know, and I was really wondering what I was going to do with my life. And I mean, not to get like too dramatic or anything. I mean, this is theater, but
lot of theater kids have shows that they really attach to, especially like during high school, that they love. And for me, that was Rent, which was done by Jonathan Larson, who the show is about. He wrote the music, and his friends after his death created a show around it. And so it means a lot for me personally to be a part of this production. Rick, thank you so much for taking the time for us to understand our characters and make the show what it was. Max, I never had to act when you told me you were about to die, because I just saw you as Max, and I saw my friend, and yeah, it just meant a lot. So, Carter, you're such a talent, and you sound so amazing, and I have no idea how. It's just so flawless. And thank you for letting me play your boyfriend and your ex and your love interest and your, you being my agent as well. It was a lot of fun to see you in all those different roles. So, Andrew and Ben, I don't know if you guys noticed, if you saw the show, but the entire band was off book. It was amazing. They were on stage the entire time with us, and they did not have any sheet music, and I think that just kind of shows their commitment to their craft. And without that musical direction and without the relationship that we've had over this past year, I wouldn't be where I am today as far as singing, and I appreciate everything that you've done for me. Jonathan Larson died the morning of Rent's first preview off Broadway, so he never got to see his work come to fruition. And I had some people talk to me. One of my favorite parts about the show was being able to talk to people about his life after, audience members and things like that. And the prevailing thought was how sad that was, that he never got to see his work happen. But for anybody who saw Tick Tick Boom, and for any of the people who were a part of it, you know that that wasn't what was on Jonathan's mind. He didn't care about the accolades. He was grappling with if he should continue to do it because he couldn't find that success, and he chose to continue making art even in spite of that lack of success. So things are real weird right now, but I just want to say keep making what you're making, no matter how you're making it, and hopefully we can get to a better place. So, thank you.
What a wild group of female characters nominated for the lead female in a musical. 2 witches, a space alien, a rising star, and 2 long-suffering mothers, one of whom is bipolar. The 6 talented women are Jan Vector as Winifred in Hocus Pocus. Craig Breathen as Felicia Farrell in Memphis. As Mary in Hocus Pocus. Donna Schuster as Mrs. Johnstone in Drug Brothers. Mary Tully as Dr. Frankenfurter in the Rocky Horror Show. And Zolman as Diana in Next to Normal. The 2 honorees are Rhonda Schuster as Mrs. Johnstone in Drug Brothers.
Mine is still at Keisha. I know she would really want to thank Joe Parrish for his direction, the amazing cast, including John and everybody else. And she
especially thanks to the audiences. Back when we could have sold out audiences, as the Blood Brothers, I think, sold out more than not. So hopefully we can get back to those days. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to not cry through all of this, because you know I cried through half the show. First of all, I have two words that come to mind, and that is honored and blessed. I am honored to be with all of these incredibly talented women in this category. God, we've got a lot of talent, not just female, men too, in this city. So kudos to everyone in this category. I am honored to have gotten to spend a month, and actually more than that, researching. I got to spend some time with some actual wonderful people that suffer from bipolar and schizophrenia. And it is, I have no words, I just have no words. Ryan, you were correct. This role, holy crap. I am so blessed to be surrounded by this cast and crew and combo that I got to spend. Like, it's insane, the talent in that small area. I'm going to go to the word blessed, and that is, Phil Spirit, you have blessed me more than you can ever imagine. Handing me this. 10 years ago, Dalton, if you're watching, holy shit, remember 10 years ago we sat in a Broadway theater and we watched this amazing musical and we looked at each other and I said, I have got to play this. This is one of my top 3 dream roles. It is still one of my top 3 dream roles. Thank you for handing me this dream role. I can't even thank you enough. I can't thank everyone enough who voted and who is honoring me with this, because you have no idea how much it means. I'm going to tell you a very quick story about Saturday night after the show. And it was, a woman came up to me and she said, can I just talk to you for a minute? And I said, sure. And I'll be honest, I was a little still out of it, obviously. And she walked up to me and she said, I just want you to know what you have done for me. And this is for all of us that do theater. This story I know is not just mine alone, it is everyone's. By the way, I'm holding this. Deanna Winkler, if you're watching, thank you for this. I will treasure it always. This woman walked up to me and she said, I just want you to know that tonight I am calling my mother. And she said, I never understood what my father, who was bipolar and schizophrenic, went through until I saw it through your eyes. And I was Natalie, so she was Maggie. So Maggie, you're watching, I know, congrats, girl. You moved her more than words. And she said, and my mom was this amazing man, and I'm just gonna talk about you for just a minute, Gilbert Pierce. It is a pleasure to be your leading lady anytime I am blessed. And for this show, you held my hand, you let me cry, you drove me to be a better actress, and you stood right by my side, and thank you for that. I am so blessed to have you for a leading man, whenever I have you for a leading man. And this, she said, I'm calling my mom, because, I promise I'm gonna bring this happy. I'm calling my mom because I never knew what she went through until I saw it through Gilbert's eyes, through Dan's eyes. Guys, that is what we do with theater, and I don't mean to be mushy-gushy, but we need to be mushy-gushy right now. The honor I felt, I think that will stay with me for the rest of my life, because we impacted that one woman to realize what everyone else in her family had gone through. So let me turn this to happy now, and actually, because that is happy, right? Please, 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 this is not an easy time. Oh, next to normal, that's a whole, I don't even think we're next to normal, but we're gonna get there, right? Right? Yes? You have not listened to the score to this. Paul Graves, thank you for, dear Lord, you follow me better than any known man on the planet. to have a husband that supports me, even being very strange for about a month and a half. God bless you, Jim Solomon, and Sarah, my daughter, because Mama wasn't really with it for the last month and a half because I needed to be Diana. So now, to turn it to positive, will you please listen to the words to Light? That is the finale of the show. We need some light. We need some light. There will be light. Please listen to that if you don't know that song. If you're having a bad day, listen to it. And God bless you all. I'm sorry I talked so long. Jesus has meant a lot. Thank you so much.
Musicals include 2 family dramas, a Halloween spoof, a musical biography, a piece of civil rights history, and a Shakespearean Western. They are Blood Brothers, Desperate Measures, Hocus Pocus, Memphis, Next to Normal, and Tick Tick Boom. And the honored productions are Blood Brothers and Next to Normal. I'm going to try to turn this page back because you look at that list of 6 musicals, and as a theater community, we should be really proud that these would be shows that are even done in Wichita. And other shows nominated just as important and strong. I just want to pay tribute for community theater doing something like Blood Brothers in a city like Wichita. The amazing, gargantuan, important work of Memphis. And really a new piece like Desperate Measures is really wonderful for the theater community. The great wit and innovation of Hocus Pocus and really, I mean, Next to Normal really is an important show about mental health. But also Tick Tick Boom is such an important show. I really do think Next to Normal really spoke to people, and I'm really glad and thank you for the honor, but just thank you for everybody that's doing theater, and particularly challenging musical theater in Wichita. Thank you.
When Joe first presented the option of Blood Brothers to us at community theater, I'll admit there was a little skepticism because a lot of us had never heard of it. But like I said, for him, this was such a work of love and a work of passion that he inspired the rest of us to it. And like I said, I think it was an excellent production all around. It was just great. And as many of the cast has been honored here tonight for it. And anyhow, again, for Joe, I thank you.
So when we were putting together the order of this show, we knew that this had to go last because we're going to have 3 comic geniuses of Wichita on display. Is one going to happen? Yes, right. Okay, so 2 comic geniuses, madmen, honoring a 3rd.
Take off your mask for the speech? Yes. Don't worry, folks. Kyle and I have been exposed to each other. Yes, most thoroughly in 1970, 1997. In the back of a minivan in Mary's parking lot.
2
Leakers, Park City, USA, Theorosis Bridge, Osage Trail Park, and of course, Wild West World.
Don't forget about Leakers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would love to share with you a few highlights from the career of tonight's honoree.
He started at Leakers in 1997. That's 1997. He's old.
Vintage. We say vintage.
Just like you. He delights his Leakers customers daily with his humor, charm, and award-winning sacking abilities.
And don't even get us started on his delivery skills.
Don't even get us started. But seriously, he can take things places.
His attention to detail and care for his customers are second to none in the world of groceries. And you should see him rotate that stock. He keeps it fresh.
I'm picturing it right now.
Oh my God.
I'm still picturing it.
Hi, everyone.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Monty.
Thank you very much for inviting us to be the presenters of the Mary Jane Teall Hall of Fame here at the Crown Uptown Theatre. Man, this place is big. Like me. That's what she said.
Yes, Kyle and I are thrilled to be here before you all accepting this Mary Jane Teall Hall of Fame. An honor we both feel is long overdue for us. Kyle and I are going to be presenting this Mary Jane Teall Hall of Fame.
Daddy.
Scott Noah. For him. You realize this means we have to talk about his acting. You first.
Okay. Scott Noah began his life as a performer in his junior year of high school when he transferred to debate and forensics because his chemistry class had way too much math. That's not funny. In forensics, he became the state champion in humorous interpretation. And he competed in nationals in 1987. I was in 5th grade.
Yes. For the third time. Scout's forensics teacher got him an internship at Wichita State WSU Summer Theater Program. His junior and senior years in high school, he helped with all the aspects of theatrical production. He used all his newly developed skills to produce, cast, build flats, paint sets, costume, and play the starring role of Sidney Lipton in his church's production of God's Favorite. That's funny because everybody knows I'm God's Favorite.
Thank you, Riley.
I was kind of concerned about what her hair color is.
After high school, Scott went on to WSU, where he earned his Bachelor's of Fine Arts emphasis in theater. It only took him 7 years. 7 years for a BFA. His college career started out and got really good, though. He was the only freshman to be chosen to be part of the WSU Summer Theater Corps Ensemble.
During his college years, he began to work at Wichita Theater. He was a regular at the Crown Uptown from 1989 to 1996, and he performed in 3 shows at the Empire House at Cowtown just before it closed for good. Over the years, Scott has performed at Roxy's Downtown, the Forum Theater, Wichita Children's Theater, Central Missouri Repertory Theater, and Circa 21 in the Quad Cities, and he's performed and written for Prairie Pines.
And don't forget the kids' sermon puppet shows at the Valley Center Methodist Church.
Oh my God!
I've not caught one of those.
Not too late. He also wrote and performed for one of my favorites, Kansas Radio Theater.
And he did a bunch of industrials and commercials. People are still talking about his performance as Pizza Hut assistant manager.
I guess they chose a better actor to play the actual manager.
And he was awesome as the guy who sexually leered at Denise Gallucci in the Boeing commercial.
Oh my God! No!
I know Scott Noah, and that was definitely acting.
He's created so many memorable characters over the years.
And he's demonstrated a real gift for creating hideous and hilarious character makeup.
All right.
Which really should be no surprise since his looks are by nature already hideous. But those characters! Velvetina!
Blanche Devereaux!
Or Richard Simmons. When it comes to character development,
engaging with the audience,
a gift for ad-libbing,
and a brilliant sense of comedic
timing. All jokes aside, simply put, nobody does it better. To introduce
a colleague we love and admire. He's simply the best.
He's older than both of us
combined.
Ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for Scott Noah!
Well, I wrote most of it, so. I actually asked them to do that. Well, I promise I will keep this short. I promise. I would like to take a moment and first thank China and Carney for taking time away. show is one of the many options this Christmas. So, but seriously, I want to thank you all so much for this, and the honor really truly is mine for having had the opportunity to spend over 30 years, oh my God, performing with so many of you. Some of you I've known throughout that time, and others are more recent friends, but I have loved the time on and off stage that I've spent with all of you. And many of us that are here tonight cut our teeth at this very theater together so many years ago with our beloved Ted Morris. God love you, Ted. We were there together when the theaters like the Empire House closed. And others like Cabaret Old Town, Rosie Street Melodrama, and Stage 1 opened. Venues have changed, but the community has always remained the same. And through it all, we have shared many laughs, many tears, many fights, and many reconciliations. There are so many stories and so many memories, and it's been my extreme pleasure to have been a part of all of it with all of you. We grow where our seeds are thrown, and I'm very fortunate to have grown beside and learned from so many of you. And I want to take a second and say a special thanks to a few people, to Mike Rourke, so many years, 30 years ago, taking me under his wing at my first summer theater, and Bill Johnson, who led me by the hand and taught me so much about comedy, and of course, Christy Moore, whose first words to me ever were, "You're late." She's really late, she's not even here. So, thank you all again, and in the words of our beloved Kim Fry, don't forget to always have fun up there. So thank you.
Well, it's been great being together, to love on each other to a significant degree and to laugh together. And once again, thank you for everybody and what you've done through this difficult time. Do not forget, plan your vote. Stay safe. God bless us all, and good evening.
No, but I just told you.
Someone loves him, man.
I'm ready to change. Yeah. I'm hot, and it keeps coming up, bud. But we only work like one song.
I was very nice every night. I was like, oh, see now that.
Well, thank you, I think. It's because I'm so skinny, isn't it?
What?
Yeah, that too. I think this is still on.
You can give the sweet introduction. Yay! I'll be the
We're winning. Last time we checked.
Okay. We got some time.
I'm gonna get you. I like it. I dipped on. Jack.
We're in the change. Welcome to stay here. What are you doing with it?